Yo, yo, what's the deal, y'all? Yep, this is the best we're gonna end up doing here. Let's talk them NBA playoffs. Man, crazy playoffs that's been going on. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. You know, I come from a different era of basketball and shit, but these playoffs have been the best in about 20 years. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. Can't even front. Yeah, this playoffs has been the best playoffs in about 20 years. As far as the competition, the defense is improved too. I gotta give the NBA this because I never normally give the NBA credit for their defense. I've criticized their defense over the last 5 years, but this year, yeah, it's just the competition is just completely different than it's been. But guess we'll move over to the Eastern Conference. So, do y'all think that the Boston Celtics can come back from down 3-1? Because again, you know, the pressure's no longer on Boston. Boston literally has nothing to lose. They lost Tatum, you know, who, I mean, people online were accusing Tatum of having like a fake injury, which is ridiculous. Dude had surgery the next day, hospital pictures and all that. So ruptured Achilles tendon, that's a bitch. Man, that's 10 to 12 months off top. You know what I'm saying? But Boston is on that do it for little Saint shit. You know what I mean? Like, Boston, ain't no pressure on Boston anymore now. It's on New York to close out at the Garden. They haven't been great at the Garden throughout the playoffs. You know, but I think New York closes them out next game. I do. But I wouldn't be surprised if Boston extended the series 7 games. Yeah, that would be wild though, man. Them losing Tatum was tough. But those boys battled through that and won. Now, Kristaps Porzingis, man, I don't know what's wrong with him, dog. Like, if that virus is that fucking bad, sit out. Like, dude is being a detriment to his team, and they paid him all that fucking money. Like, if you got like a real bad virus or some shit, he's better off just not being on the floor. You know, he needs to recover from that. I don't know. That virus is very tricky that he has. Like, who is this doctor? Like, what the fuck is wrong with this dude? Like, is it the flu? Like, this dude's they said that Porzingis has had this shit since March. So I don't know what the hell's going on. This nigga got a bad intestines, motherfucking. What's wrong with Porzingis? Like, this dude sat out all this fucking time. Yeah, I don't know, man. But Luke Cornett, yeah, man, he's been buried on that Boston bench a long time. It's good to see that he got an opportunity to do his thing. You know what I mean? Luke Cornett remind me of Sean Bradley and shit. Pretty good shot blocker. 7 feet something. Yeah, Luke Cornett was the X factor for the Celtics. You know, and it's a lot of these guys that become X factors and names and that make their names through the playoffs. Whether they do something after that, we just have to see next year. But Jaylen Brown showed his playmaking ability, and it was definitely up to him whether they survived that game. Like, everything's all on him now. It's up to him to show that he's actually worth a shit. You know what I mean? Show that he's actually worth the $300 million that they paid him. Derek White was superb as well, even though he got a school shooter swag. But yeah, Derek White, he looked good. He hit all those 3-pointers. When he on, he on. He off, he's horrible when he off. I just think that White attempts way too many threes. I think he should go for mid-range jumpers and attack the basket and get easier 3-point shots. But I understand that his job is to shoot. So I can completely understand that. But yeah, Boston lives to fight another day. I don't know. Winning game 6 at the Garden is going to be tough for Boston. I don't think that they'll be able to do it. I think Brunson fouling out, he's going to make sure that doesn't happen again. Anunoby's not going to shoot 1 of 15 again, even though he shot horrible in this series. Josh Hart came alive after that, scuffle with Brown. Hart's got to be a guy that hits shots, because Mikal Bridges, man. Mikal Bridges was disappointing in this game. He completely disappeared in the second half. Like, he did absolutely nothing. He did absolutely nothing. I mean, after that 6th Brunson foul, they were in the dirt. There was no way that they were going to come back. So I think New York can take game 6. We had an official elimination yesterday. The Cleveland Cavaliers was eliminated. And I told y'all, Kenny Atkinson is not a great coach. Them giving Kenny Atkinson the coach of the year is like giving Bronny the MVP of the league. Kenny Atkinson was not the coach of the year. Cleveland overachieved, and they won based off of their talent. They didn't win based off of whatever Kenny Atkinson was doing. Kenny Atkinson is an assistant coach at best, and he showed that because he got outcoached by a championship coach in Rick Carlisle. That's what the fuck happened. Kenny Atkinson ain't shit. He is a middle of the pack head coach. Like, he's definitely the worst coach to ever win coach of the year of all times. Go through all of them. And he the worst name on that motherfucker. He's sorry. He couldn't adjust. He doesn't know how to close. He doesn't know how to run a play to close out the game. It's either Mitchell ISO, Garland ISO, and Mobley ISO sometimes. It's no crispy ball movement. It's everything goes through Mitchell, and that's it. Donovan Mitchell was incredible in that series, but Kenny Atkinson ain't do shit. He ain't nothing special to me. He's just whack and overrated. JB Bickerstaff deserved coach of the year over that dude. And the fact that the first place votes were so much more, was like 20 points more, it's just a complete spit in the face to JB Bickerstaff, who took this exact same team to the same part of the playoffs. Like, these dudes got gentlemen swept. It's like, come on, at least Cleveland lost to the eventual champions. Yeah, you're right, Mick. Straight up, that's facts, man. Like, it's yeah, most teams. It's some that still run plays that I seen some crafty shit. And a lot of the players' IQs are pretty high, so they can make a play on the fly. You know what I'm saying? But you're right about that. And it's just sad, man. Like, I still can't believe that JB Bickerstaff got robbed. The Pistons won 14 games the year before. Yup, facts. Everybody, yeah, right. ISO. Yeah, there's not enough pick and rolls. It's not enough. You know what I'm saying? It's bad. It's bad. I get, you know what I mean? There's a talented play. I get the standing around thing only when the player dribbling the ball has a mismatch. Oh man, what's up, Isaiah? My day has been solid. I can't complain. It's a good day to watch playoff basketball. Appreciate you asking. But man, yeah, man. The Cleveland team, I say they overachieved. I don't think they overrated though. I think they have a lot of talent over there. But that talent hasn't been through adversity, you know, and Mitchell, I feel bad for Donovan Mitchell a little bit because he really played his ass off in that series. Yeah, man. That's why I just got through doing, man, watching the Warriors and them, but I'll get to them in a second. I'm talking about how Kenny Atkinson is the most overrated coach in the league. You know, that Cleveland team won 68 games and lost in the second round in 5 to a 4 seed. Now, I do understand that Indiana has the experience of being in the conference finals, something that Donovan Mitchell has never done in his career. I was glad to see they actually look like a real team, not standing around there. Well, right. Yeah, but Tatum was incredible up until that Achilles tear, man. That was sad. I hated watching dude go out like that because he was really, you know, I think that Boston was going to win that game. But yeah, the Celtics had about 5 or 6 people who had double figures. So that team put forth a team effort. You're right. I agree with that. But closing out that Cleveland shit, I'm like, that's crazy that Cleveland might lose Ty Jerome to somebody. True. Yeah, sometimes. Hey, he makes a lot of ridiculous shots too. As many as he takes, he makes. So, you know, that's something that you just got to accept with him. You got to take the good with the bad. But, yeah, man. The Pacers being in the conference finals again, that shows right there that they're legit. They're legitimate championship contenders. I'm not saying that they can win the championship. I'm saying like they upgraded from a playoff contender to a championship contender. Like these guys, you know, the Pacers remind me of the 04 Pistons. I don't know about a big three. We can stop the big three stuff. Nah, dog. Nah, I can't go that far and say that. What I can say is, you know, Rick Carlisle's a championship coach. He done been there and done that. He's been to a shitload of conference finals. I'm going to get to that in a minute. Season 7. Woo! Yo, that would be crazy if they came back from down 3-1. And very like New York for them to lose the 3-1 lead. Oh, boy. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I think the Knicks will close them out. But that would be crazy if they lost a 3-1 lead. But it would be very like New York. You know what I mean? The Knicks ain't won shit since 1973. My father was what? 19 the last time? Yeah, it would be the typical Knicks to blow a 3-1 lead. Facts. Timberwolves are going to get swept by the Thunder or the Nuggets. Damn. Whew. I don't know about that, bro. Swept? I don't see Ant-Man and them getting swept by nobody. If the C's win Game 6, it's over. Yeah, I mean, hey, man, okay, I'm about to say, like, hey, yo, I wouldn't just sleep on Minnesota. You know what I mean? I wouldn't sleep on the Timberwolves. The Timberwolves got here last year. They don't have the luxury of playing a Kyrie Irving. I understand that, you know, you got those two teams. I'm going to get to them. I might as well just go ahead and start talking about the Wolves and the Warriors. I knew that the Timberwolves was going to win that game. I just had I knew the Timberwolves was going to win that game. It was inevitable. Deep down inside, they didn't want to see Steph Curry in a game 6. You know what I'm saying? But, the Warriors just couldn't get scoring, and Jimmy Butler wasn't aggressive enough. Like Kuminga, Warriors, y'all gonna have a problem on y'all hands. If some team offers Kuminga like something crazy like $100 million, you're fucked. I'm telling the Warriors fans that now. And then the Warriors are not gonna match $100 million deal for Kuminga. I think he probably gonna get offered more money. But the Warriors, I like the Warriors. Yeah, they tried to ruin that man trade value. And tonight, and in this in games 3 through 5, Kuminga showed his value. He showed his true value. Yeah, and that plan fucking failed. It failed because that man came out there and showed out. Well, I just think that, either they're going to pay Kuminga. I think Kerr is using Kuminga wrong. The way that he was used tonight, that's how he should be used. But when Curry's there, I wouldn't play Curry and Kuminga together unless there's a small ball situation out there. But I wouldn't play Curry and Kuminga together because Kuminga could be the residential 6th man for the Warriors. He could be a legitimate 6th man. But yeah, man. Kuminga, he got to get that bread. He's got to get that money. He's got to get paid. And there's going to be a lot of lottery teams offering him big paper. And Kuminga wants to shine. I mean, I'm not sure if he wants to be the 6th man. I'm sure he wants to start on a different team. But yeah, man, Warriors got a lot of questions about Jonathan Kuminga. They do. It's a lot of questions. It's just like, nah, Giannis is not going to the Warriors. He wants to be in a tax-free state. Giannis is going to end up in San Antonio. Watch. That's my choice. Warriors are not going to get Giannis. The Pistons have a better chance of getting Giannis. And they not getting Giannis either. Giannis is not going to Golden State. It's not happening. The only way that he goes there is if there's a third team. I don't know. I say he go to San Antonio. It would make him look great if he went to San Antonio. You or Donovan Mitchell? Ooh, tough. That's a tough question to answer. Based on the regular season, I would say Donovan Mitchell. Based on the playoffs, it's Ant-Man. If Wemby and Giannis together, it's over. Championship. Yeah, for sure. And De'Aaron Fox, Stephon Castle, whoever. I don't know. Should San Antonio use their number 2 pick in the Giannis trade, or should they use their other picks? I would use the other picks myself. I would use 2 of my other, and then you got whoever San Antonio picked. But this is the thing, though. I think that if it comes down to losing the number 2 overall pick. My bad, y'all. Hold up 1 second. My damn device that fell apart. But I can continue to talk. So yeah, you're right. Giannis will definitely win the title. For sure. Eventually. I think they just need to bring CP back as a backup point guard. Oh no, I ain't forget about Dallas. We ain't even talking about Dallas. Like, Dallas is nice as fuck. But that's more of a next year thing. You understand what I'm saying? Like, that's more of a next year situation. I don't know why the fuck this is. There we go. I didn't even know you could do this shit on YouTube. That is wild. Hold on. Man. YouTube was malfunctioning like a motherfucker, but I got it back. All right, so. Oh, the offseason's going to be super lit. It's going to be the offseason of Giannis. You know what I'm saying? And Kevin Durant. And, you know, I understand that Kevin Durant is, you know, on the downside of his career. I can dig that. But say, for example, he goes to Houston. Like, Houston needed a guy that could get you like 20. Like a quick 20. Oh, Kevin Durant's definitely gone. I could see him in Houston. That's probably the best spot for him. You know, Phoenix is done. Like, Devin Booker probably just gonna be, you know, averaging 30 and, you know, I can see KD on Houston. Houston has the assets. They have everything to offer, from picks to young talent. You know, because obviously, you know, Kevin and Giannis are going to audition for these teams. Like, Giannis is going to a Texas team, either Houston or San Antonio, same as KD. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if Pat Riley took a swing at bro. Yo, if the Bucks could pull off getting Kevin Durant, that would be great. But I mean, are they going to be able to keep the role players around them? That would be insane if Milwaukee could pull that off to keep Giannis. I mean, I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying on that. But let me get back to that Warrior shit. Like, man, it sucks that Steph Curry didn't finish it out with this team, man. That was really tough. But I still think the Golden State Warriors need to trade for Nikola Vucevic. I've been said that they should have traded for Jimmy and Vucevic. Oh, Tatum not going nowhere. Tatum is going to die Celtic. I don't care about Luka Doncic. Luka Doncic is a different situation. Jason Tatum not overweight and a drunk. You know? But yeah, Denver and OKC. Oh, the salary cap, they're not trading Tatum or Brown. It's going to have to be White, Porzingis, and Holiday. They're not trading Tatum or Brown. Book it. Tatum's going to die in a Celtic uniform. Brown is going to die in a Celtic uniform. It's going to have to be either White, Porzingis, or Holiday. Or all three. Yeah, Tatum and Brown, they're not going nowhere. I believe the Warriors will trade for Cam Johnson. Man, Cam Johnson ain't enough. They need to go get Nikola Vucevic. He would be perfect for that Warrior system. He's like I said, a 7'2" guy that can shoot the three, that could rebound at a high level. The Warriors need that. Quentin Post ain't enough. I think they can do better than Cam Johnson, though. Cam Johnson needs to stay where he at. But then again, though, you know what? You know what, JR? I'll take that back. Kuminga for Johnson. That way Kuminga could go to Brooklyn. I can see that scenario. Yes, he would. I watched sometimes. Look, just because Vucevic is performing a certain way for the Chicago Bulls don't mean that he's going to do the same thing for Golden State. I think Vucevic is a good 15 and 11 for Golden State now. Like, they need a 7-footer. Bad. Like, that small ball shit, that's always not going to work, man, because Vucevic stay in the paint. He could go outside. He's an underrated passer. He fits the Warrior scheme well to me. I still think that the Warriors should take Kuminga seriously and let him be the focal point of the bench and let him score an average like 17, 18 off the bench. His defense is still weak. Vucevic, he's better than Looney offensively. You ain't bringing him in really for defensive purposes. You're bringing him in for 6 fouls, a couple of 3-pointers, and 10 rebounds a game. Yeah, he's not a great defender, but he's not a liability. It's a difference. Your defense can be bad, but you still put forth the effort. You'll stop a bucket, but, it's a foul, basically. That's what Vucevic is going to be. 6 fouls. Yeah, the offseason is going to be crazy. Yeah, but, he's still right. Vucevic is way better offensively. Looney comes in to do dirty work, 6 fouls, 8 rebounds, 4 points. That type of thing. Yeah. Yeah, I seen Looney's offense. But OKC and Denver is the best series. That is some of the best basketball that I've watched in a very long time. Like Jokic and Shea. Somebody is going to win the MVP in front of somebody. That's the scary part. The thing is, okay, if Shea or Jokic win the MVP, will it motivate the other person that is not? Or will it motivate the person that actually won the MVP? Because somebody is getting the MVP award in front of somebody. I think Shea should win it too. But when you say that Shea should win it, you're biased, you hate Jokic, blah, blah, blah. Jokic had a great season. It was very close. But I say 51% to 49%. It's Shea. But yeah, man, Shea Gilgeous-Alexander has been balling. Jokic been hitting some crazy shots. He finally had a good shooting game. He had his most efficient game last game, and they still lost the game. But this is the thing, though. Like, When it comes down to Denver, you got to hope Jokic score. Jokic is dangerous when he's passing to the Murrays, the Porters, the Aaron Gordons. I think that David Adelman should bench Michael Porter Jr. They should cut his minutes. I think they should cut his minutes because that AC joint that he fucked up, it's making him inconsistent. I mean, don't get me wrong, a healthy Michael Porter Jr. is inconsistent too, but a healthy Michael Porter makes those shots that he's missing. But I think that they should have Porter come off the bench, in my opinion, the rest of the series until at least like that shoulder shows progress. Because he's been a liability. Christian Braun, he just had his first decent game of that series. Like, he needs to be a little bit more aggressive offensively. Yeah, man, Michael Porter Jr., man, it's crazy. Westbrook, you know, I mean, I think this series is going to go 7. I think Denver wins game 6. But Shea should really close these motherfuckers out. I wouldn't give Denver no confidence and no motivation. Yeah, they got to slow down Jamal Murray. That's who's been really reliable in this series. Yeah. But I still say OKC would win that series in like 7 games. Yeah, I know, man. Adelman has the same problem that Mike Malone did. And DeAndre Jordan could be some good minutes. So can Julian Strawther. Hunter Tyson's an underrated shooter. Like, yeah, man, they definitely need to play their bench a lot more so that they can experience some shit. Yeah, but you're absolutely right. I agree. And you wonder why Jokic be tired than a motherfucker and all these other guys be tired and why these other guys can't hit big shots in the fourth quarter. Yeah, man, and the slightest difference between Denver and OKC, Denver's got better role players, but OKC got better depth. They got, you know, OKC got guys, they can play 12 deep. They can play 15 if they let them. But yeah, man, I'm just looking forward to seeing like who gonna win, because 3 out of the 4 teams that are left over, you know, are gonna win their first championships. Yeah, OKC never won, Indiana Pacers never won, Minnesota Timberwolves never won. It's good to see like it's gonna be a new champion. Possibly. Now, Denver, you know what I mean? They are the most experienced. But I would love to see somebody new win. I would love to see Indiana win. I would love to see, you know, Minnesota win. I would love to see OKC win. There's a lot of first timers. Gonna be a first time finals MVP. This is great. This is what the playoffs is really all about, y'all. New faces, new places. I mean, they got a shot. They got a shot. I think the Pacers could definitely beat New York. I think they could beat Boston as well. They're legit. Pacers remind me of the '04 Pistons minus the high defensive rate. OKC, this dude Luka knocked him out last year. Yeah, you know, it's a safe. I don't know. Like Minnesota just ain't no safe place. Yeah, the Pacers. The thing I like about them is there's no one man above the team. A lot of people say Halliburton, but not really, because there's games where Halliburton can impact the game and not score. You know, Halliburton could still win the game and he'd have like 10 points. Oh yeah, Denver lost to the Timberwolves. You know, Minnesota got the cheat code to beat Denver. They got the matchups to beat them too. And there's nobody on Denver that could check Ant-Man. That was proven in that series the year after they won. Yeah, Halliburton, Siakam. I mean, I know Siakam was an all-star and shit, you know, and we're seeing why he was an all-star. Yeah, man. And then you had, you know, guys like Andrew Nembhard that step up, guys like Aaron Nesmith, guys like Obi Toppin, you know. OKC Pacers series would be crazy too. But what about a Minnesota versus New York? Like Minnesota versus New York, bro. That would prove that trade, bro. Oh yeah, man. Rigging in sports has, you know, withstood the test of time. They gave Nico Harrison that pick, man, because that dude was getting dragged through the mud. Yeah, it's been weird because I don't like how the draft is. I think the worst team should get the first pick, and the rest would have to fight for the lottery. I just think off top that worst team deserves the first pick. And then if they are or were indeed tanking, they should get fined. Yeah, I think that they should be fined for tanking, but the worst team regardless deserves the first pick. Now, I could see, like, say for example, if you was Philly, if you was a team like Philly that already had all-stars, but come on, man. Like, say for example, the Utah ass, they got to earn the J back. Say for example, the Utah, you know what I'm saying? They ain't got no talent over there for real. They got marketing. They got marketing over there. But they don't have no fucking, you know what I mean? Maybe penalize. Well, since it's not, how about like rescinded a draft pick? That would hurt more, right? They should be rescinded a first round pick then, since billionaires don't care about fines. You know, people should be penalized for tanking in general. You know what I'm saying? But if you're a team that got no talent, they ain't have no choice. Dallas needs a guard while Kyrie gets out. I mean, they have a few. Jaden Hardy is pretty good. I don't know if they bring back Spencer Dinwiddie. I think he's a little bit past his prime. He kind of struggled last year. He was kind of a disappointment. I expected Dinwiddie to do a whole lot more. But Exum solid. Hardy solid. I like Jaden Hardy. I mean, shit. Chris Paul would be a nicer fit. Yeah, he's a free agent. I don't know if Dallas want to pay him like, you know what I mean. He wants to be paid. He got paid $19 million last year. You know, because he was still on that last contract that he got. He had just ended that last contract that he got. Yeah, I mean, Chris Paul and Jason Kidd together on the sideline, very high IQ shit. That ain't a bad idea. That'd be crazy if the Mavericks got Cooper Flag and Chris Paul. Yeah. Good point. Good point. Yeah, this offseason is going to be really exciting, despite the free agent class being completely trash. Because, you know, the current free agency class is whack. Because a lot of the big stars like LeBron, like James Harden, like Kyrie Irving, they're probably going to accept their player options. Chris Paul's a free agent. I mean, that's not a bad trade, though. But y'all better off just signing that motherfucker for like $10 million. Chris Paul's better off taking a pay cut and going to Dallas. I mean, y'all could keep PJ Washington. He's pretty decent. He ain't particularly shot it well towards the end of the season, but yeah, man, shit is tough. But I don't know, man. This is the most unpredictable season that we've had in so long. And I'm proud of the NBA. Whoever rigged this shit for this shit to happen, shout out to that person. Whoever rigged this shit. And the best part of it all, LeBron's not winning another championship. So I'm tired of LeBron fans. They get on my fucking nerves. They are scum of the earth. Bro, are you working in New York taxi? Nah, I'm not in New York, actually. I'm in Detroit. But I'm about to close this live off in about a couple of minutes. But yeah, man. This playoffs has been the best playoffs I've watched in a couple of years. Oh, yeah, definitely. Yeah, and then y'all get to keep Lively and Gafford and keep Klay Thompson. Yeah, that Dallas team. He ain't playoff Jimmy, he's playoff Bimmy. Or playoff Shitty. Her playoff Shitty. Playoff Diddy. But yeah, all right, y'all. I'm about to sign up out of here. Oh, I got a podcast episode dropping tonight right after this. It's gonna be talking about the let me take this weirdo up out this bitch. Yeah, man, all y'all Get your bitch ass up out of here. Talking that gay ass shit. Ha ha! Is that a shot? That's a shot at Porzingis, huh? Damn. Yeah. Yeah, NBA player. Oh yeah, I gotta oh, that's funny as hell. Okay, that was for Jimmy. Him and Porzingis doing the same shit. You're still playing, motherfucker. Like if you so sick, just sit the fuck down. But yeah, I got a podcast episode. It's gonna be called Game 4 for sure. And we're gonna talk about, all the game fours across the playoffs. We got Land of the Eliminated, the Cleveland Cavaliers. That's already recorded. I just gotta record the second half. And then the Warriors as well. We're talking about the Diddy trial. Oh my God. We ain't gonna get it. Oh man, we ain't gonna get into the details of that on live. And motherfuckers will put a goddamn strike on my shit. But yeah, I'm out, man. Appreciate y'all for checking it out. Oh yeah, King Known Uncensored. We on Spotify. We on motherfucking iHeartRadio and shit. We on Apple Podcasts. We on that King Known Uncensored 2.0 shit. All my old shows is on Apple Podcasts. I don't know, man. You think Kawhi gonna ask for a trade? I don't know. I think they're gonna try to run it back and get another guy. Hey, y'all sleeping on the Clippers possibly getting Giannis. That's a dark horse. Don't sleep on them. Yeah, him, Harden, and Giannis, they would have to give up the rest of their fucking team and try to see if they can pray that they can keep Zubac. Yeah, because guys like Norman Powell and all those guys, those good role players, they're gone. But yeah, we're available on Spotify, iHeartRadio. We on Audible now and shit. But yeah, it's King No NBA Music Talk, and we gone. I can't be